How's everybody doing? This is John with C&C Connoisseurs, and we got a good one for you today. All right. So it is Halloween. I hope everybody's having a great day. It's still colder than shit up here in Washington State, but that's okay. We'll get over it. Cheers. What's up? How's it going, TD? How's everybody doing? Colder than shit here. Timmy says hi. Hi, Timmy. Hi. Woo. Goddamn. Alrighty then. So, I hope everybody's got an exciting day planned. It is the 31st of October, which means it is All Hallows Eve. And as such, we're going to have a bunch of little ghouls and goblins running around asking for candy. Well, I always go down to Costco, and they were having a sale about a month ago on the 30 packs of full-size bars. That was like $12 for a fucking 30 rack or a 32 rack of full-size candy bars. Oh, you bet your ass I grabbed it right up. We don't have a lot of trick-or-treaters. Sometimes we have a few trick-or-treaters, but generally we don't have very many. Maybe 20, maybe 30 max, you know. So it's not really cost effective for us to go and buy 1,000 pieces of little tiny candy when we're not going to have 1,000 trick-or-treaters. So we go down and we buy boxes of full-size bars. That way we are guaranteed trick-or-treaters. The same trick-or-treaters we had last year. Because they came here last year and they got full candy bars. And there towards the end of the night, start giving out 2 candy bars. Best way to go. All right. Oh, somebody asked, this is a welding cap. Hell yeah, this is a welding cap. I wear welding caps all the time. A, for welding. But B, keeps the hat on. You know what I'm saying? Mandatory. You guys may not know this, but what I do is I do construction. I'm hazardous material certified. I've got 8 different certifications in hazardous remediation. We see we got asbestos, lead, that biohazards and toxins, all kinds of them fuckers, you know. You go down, you do the OSHA testing, you get your HAZWOPER, you get your 40-hour, get your confined space, you get your mask fitment tests, you get all that shit done. It's pretty cool. Let you give you a little bit of insight into that whole goddamn vitamin E, long chain carcinogen fucking that vape additive shit. Gives you a whole new perspective on it once you know all that shit. But, you know, it is what it is. But like I said, it is Halloween, so should be pretty fun tonight. Should be kind of busy. They do what's up, Brett? How's it going, man? They do a city trick-or-treat thing. What do they call that shit? The downtown walk through, getting presents and shit down to the downtown, right in the middle of downtown. It's not like a trunk or treat. They do trunk or treats at a few of the churches. Trunk or treats where you park your car and you pop the trunk and you got a bunch of candy in there and kids just walk around in the different cars and they get candy. Seems to be mainly about laziness. Instead of having to walk from house to house, you simply walk from car to car. So you make one revolution around a parking lot instead of making a revolution around a neighborhood. Whereas whenever you're about to eat a shitload of candy, I'm a big fan of let's make these motherfuckers exercise first. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it only makes sense. If they're going to eat a shit pot of candy, they should at least burn some fucking calories first. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, you know? Downtown trick-or-treating is all it's called. Oh, all right, well, I guess we're going to do the downtown trick-or-treating thing. A lot of the businesses, most all the businesses, I don't think it's all the businesses. I think one or two of them is a NAS. But most all the businesses open their doors, dress up and have the kiddos come in there and they hand out candy. It's pretty cool. You know, it's not all selfless. It really it forces parents and people who may not have ever been into a certain store to go in there, look around, see what's on the wall, see how nice the proprietor is of the establishment, and maybe make a judgment call and be like, huh, it's a pretty nice place. I might come here after fucking Halloween and see what they've got. And I've done it. Hell, I did it. What did I do it for? Well, one of the main things we did it for, I believe there's a store here in Squim called That Takes the Cake. You know what I'm saying? And it's a bakery. They do custom cakes and cupcakes and pies and all that stupid shit. Well, on it was trick-or-treating. I believe it was trick-or-treating. They give you a free mini cupcake coupon in your little trick-or-treat bag. You know what I'm saying? Well, I got 4 fucking kids. So I got 4 fucking coupons. Well, I don't know, maybe a week later, you know, the kids are all fucking around, you know, it's kind of boring, you know, there's not a whole lot to do. So I was like, you know what? Let's all walk down to the fucking That Takes the Cake and get a goddamn cupcake, right? I mean, we got the coupon for them, right? So we got the kids all together and bundled their asses up. We live a couple blocks away, you know, no big deal. So we got the kids all bundled up, fucking put them together. Put them together, went down there to the old store, walked in there, got a couple cupcakes, sat the goddamn bastard children down around the table and had them scarf up their fucking cupcakes, right? Seems solid. Why not? Well, while they were doing that, I was sitting there bullshitting, talking to the wife, looking around. Well, we started looking at all the glass cases and we looked at all the different cupcakes and all the different things and all the different shit. Well, next thing you know, we got some rich fucking friends that come down and goddamn visiting the goddamn town, and they're like, hey, where can we go get some sweets? And I'm like, oh, perfect. These are these stuck-up, dumbass fucking people, you know the kind that I'm talking about, that would really appreciate a fucking $6 cupcake. You know what I'm talking about? Like, a 30-cent cupcake doesn't taste just as fucking awesome as a $5 cupcake, even though the guy that made the $5 cupcake doesn't know how to make cupcakes. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so we sent their asses down to the old cake place, and they bought up some cupcakes, and they had just a big old gab session with the owner and all this shit. They come back with some lavender flavored cupcakes. It is a white fucking cake cupcake, right? But then they put some essential lavender oil in the goddamn frosting. And next thing you know, you've got lavender flavored frosting on a cupcake. Now, who wants to fuck up a cupcake like that? I'll tell you who. These motherfuckers do. And they want to charge you like $6 a piece for them. But back to the beginning of the goddamn story. Because they handed out those free coupons, my kids got 4 little tiny free cupcakes. I sent some dumbasses down there, and the dumbasses bought like $20 or $30 worth of fucking cupcakes. Which is still only like fucking 5 or 10 fucking cupcakes, which blew my fucking mind. But, that's all special. It's, so, I mean, they make out a little bit, depending on what you sell, what your store is, who you are, how friendly you are. You might have repeat customers that come in and buy something other than just the candy, right? It makes sense. It does when you think about it. All right, I'm going to do another dab. But first, shout out to my Patreon peeps. Old TD Moore, JR Warner, Joel Kennedy, Stacy B from KC, Rhiannon Foley, and of course, last but not least, old Screaming Coils from right here in Washington State. Now, yo, TD, how's it going, man? I'm gonna blow my nose. Hold on a fucking second. God damn it. All right. So, like I said, it's about 30, 32 degrees this afternoon. Good to see it, man. What's the temperature over there? Where the fuck are you at? You're right outside, goddamn. Oh, you're in Illinois, right? You guys should be right about the cold snap. You guys are right about 30, 40 degrees too, ain't you? How them fucking organs do? Is that nice? You got a nice heated goddamn, right? Is your goddamn solarium? Is that what that thing's called? Solarium? It's a greenhouse? Is it heated though? I mean, you got good heat and shit. You're not worried about any of your plants and everything? Because that would suck, man. Awesome. Cool. So I've never really been in that portion of the country very long. I was over in West Virginia, in Ohio, Pennsylvania. I was over there working on the natural gas lines for Columbia Natural Gas, pig cleaning, doing some pig launching, cleaning the lines, and then cleaning the pigs. Chicago. Yeah, my uncle lives there too. So that's pretty cool. I don't know how cold it gets there. I've seen some of the football games, because I'm a Bears fan. Go Bears. But never really went through there and stayed there long enough to really pay much attention to the weather. Anyway, though. It's the Windy City. I've had figured that out. I know that. That's that much I have figured out. I went through there. So one of the most terrified I've ever been was actually in Chicago, the Windy City. So when I was 18, I hitchhiked around the country for about 18 months. Almost, if you count all the jobs and shit, mixed all, like 26 months I hitchhiked around the country when I turned 18, right? Like went to a lot of places, saw a bunch of shit, experienced life like life should be experienced, right? So anyway, there I was doing my thing. And I'm a Chicago fan, a diehard Chicago fan. I've been a fan of the Chicago Bears ever since 1985 when I picked a team to go to the Super Bowl, and they actually went to the Super Bowl and they won the fucking thing. So a diehard fan. Well, time came that I had to pick other teams, right? Excuse me. Well, time came I had to pick other teams. I didn't really have anything to go by. I didn't have anything to go by at all. So I started just picking Chicago teams. Fuck it, we're going to pick Chicago. So in hockey, I took Chicago Blackhawks. Great team. I love the Chicago Blackhawks. Basketball came through, and I had to pick somebody, so I decided to go with the Chicago Bulls. Well, I went with the Chicago Bulls early on. And they and little old Michael Jordan just went through and just dominated the fucking NBA for right about 10 years there, dominating everything they did. Old Scottie Pippen, Stockton, fucking all of them. You know what I'm saying? So that's who I picked. And they went through and some amazing shit. Well, being a Chicago fan, when I turned 18, I started hitchhiking around the country. Well, I'd heard that the goddamn Chicago Bulls were in the series, man. So I was like, oh, the Chicago Bulls are in the series? Holy shit, man. That's going to be a party. Fuck, I want to be there, right? So I started hitchhiking, and I hitchhiked from, I think it was Texas or Oklahoma, not sure where. But I hitchhiked north. I went going north, and I made it to Chicago. So I was in the goddamn parking lot for Game 7 when Chicago won the goddamn NBA championships, right? Well, guess what, my friends? That goddamn place erupted like fucking crazy. Now, I've been to Times Square in New York when the ball dropped. I was like fucking 3 million people and shit. It was fucking crazy. I'm never going to do it again. It was absolutely horrible. I can't stand that many people crammed into a space for that long. You got to get there like 10 hours beforehand, and then you're standing inside a million people, and suddenly, eventually, you're going to have to take a piss. Once you decide you have to take a piss, you got to push your way through 3 million people to get to a goddamn porta potty that's been pissed in, porta potty that's been pissed in by 3 million fucking people already. It's no goddamn fun. All right, I've been to a lot of shit. I've been to Mardi Gras in New Orleans 4 times. I've been to Spring Break in Daytona Beach. I've been to Bike Week in Florida, in Daytona Beach as well. I've been to Sturgis in South Dakota 9 times. I've been all over. All right, I've been to all the motorcycle rallies I could think of. All right, New Hampshire, been there, done that many fucking times. Arizona, Flagstaff, many fucking times. Sturgis, South Dakota, many fucking times. Daytona Beach, Florida, many times. I do a lot of the motorcycle rallies. I went to a lot of them, especially around the country. I'd hit 10, 15 of them a year, mandatory. Okay. Now, there's millions of people at these events. Millions of people at these events. Never before had I been in quite a situation like I was in Chicago after Game 7 when the Bulls won the championship. All right? That fucking place. All right. You guys ever seen that movie, One? You know, I Am One? Whatever the fuck it is. With Will Smith. Or whatever the fuck it is. The goddamn one with the zombies? The fuck is that? God damn it. Whatever. I don't remember what the fuck it's called. But it's the one with Will Smith and all the fucking zombies take over the world. Oh, I Am Legend. I Am Legend. All right. You remember that I Am Legend shit? All right. You remember that shit? If you haven't seen that shit, Google it real quick while I do a fucking dab. Because that shit's fucking crazy. Shit's crazy as hell. Cheers. Fucking exactly. Exactly. Fucking exactly, right? Exactly. So, there we are. Right? I couldn't afford to get into the game. When I say I went to see Chicago Game 7 of the fucking NBA championships, I didn't go in. It's probably like $100,000 for a ticket. No, I was in the parking lot with like probably 100,000 other people. You understand? Football is not the only sport that has tailgaters. In just about every professional sport that you can imagine, there will be thousands of people outside that were unable to buy tickets because you can still hear the game outside. You can still experience some of the excitement outside, and you can be part of the experience. You know what I'm saying? Now, as such, I'm outside in the parking lot, right? We're smoking weed, we're talking, we're having fun, everybody's fucking, people getting drunk, fucking shit's going crazy, right? And this is during the game. This is while the game's going on. Well, bam, all right? Game's over, championships won. Chicago is the world champions for like the 9th fucking time or some stupid shit, right? Well, back to what I was saying. You remember that fucking I Am Legend? Yeah? And that fucking World War Z? You remember World War Z? Yeah. Okay, that's what it looked like when those motherfuckers came out of those fucking double doors. There were like 19 double doors, like all next to each other, like a fucking row of doors. Like 50 doors. Do you know what I'm saying? Like 50 fucking doors. Okay? Boom. The doors all open. Boom. All right. And it was just a scene, just like out of that goddamn zombie movie. Motherfuckers coming out, crawling over people, kicking fucking trash cans over. It was like a wave. I seen that shit come out. Boom, it hit a car. They flipped the fucking car over. They flipped the fucking car over. Oh, I'm sorry. Did they look in it first to see if anybody was in it? No, they fucking didn't. They flipped the fucking car over. I'm standing there, fucking smoking weed. Woo! Yay, Chicago Bulls. We won the championship. Okay, I'm not from Chicago. I'm just pretending that I'm part of the game, right? Well, I was a fan, but I wasn't enough of a fan to start flipping fucking cars over and shit. I'm not fucking crazy. So, there I am. Pitch black, fucking like 9 o'clock at night, in a town I've never been in before, a very metropolitan area known as Chicago, fucking Illinois, right? Boom, shit fucking blows up. Like a fucking bomb went off. There is now 100,000 absolutely crazy, drunk fucking idiots flipping over cars, setting shit on fire, and then they start fighting. Like, they're all happy because they're all the winners of the team, right? I don't know what the fuck happened, but instantly, like, just like that, 50 fucking fights, fucking everywhere. Fucking everywhere. By the way, don't tell anybody, but hashtag I'm white, okay? Okay, like, really white. Like, really, really white, okay? The only other white thing there was the cars, by the way. So I feel a little bit not at ease. I got to tell you, I was getting some looks because I suddenly was standing there looking around like, what the fuck is going on? While everybody else just was like, woo, it's time to go fucking crazy. Holy shit. All right? I want my team to win every fucking time. I don't care what the sport is, if it's basketball. Whenever I watch the Olympics, I watch the swimming. I'm like, come on, motherfucker, swim. Go America, swim. I don't give a fuck. When I watch the long distance shit, I know Kenya's going to win. I'm not stupid. I know Kenya. It'll be Kenya, Ethiopia, and then somebody else. And then the fucking will come in at the back somewhere. Okay? Holy shit. I had no idea. I've been to sporting events where we won before. I was in Alaska. We went to the hockey game. We won the hockey game. We're like, woo, hockey. We all get in our cars. We go home. We have ice cream. We're like, woo, hockey. We go to bed. Okay? Apparently, we're lame as shit. We didn't flip over any cars. We didn't set anything on fire. Okay? Now, since that point, I have never gone to another professional sporting event where it was actually a big thing. You know what I'm saying? I've been to some football games. I've been to some baseball games, but they were like middle of the season. Like it's week 7. The Seahawks are playing the Cardinals. Fucking who gives a fuck who wins? You know what I'm saying? I will not be going to any more Super Bowls or World Series. Oh yeah, the World Series last night. How fucking crazy did it get in the parking lot there? Right? I mean, granted, they were in Houston and the fucking Washington Nationals won, so it's kind of But how fucking crazy did they get whenever they fucking won that shit? Like in Washington, D.C., like they probably had a parade or something, right? Like their people are going to get crazy there, guaranteed. That's fucking nuts, man. I mean, I'm a fan, but I have never set anything on fire in celebration of the Bulls or the Bears or anybody. Fuck, I never won like a chess game and set some shit on fire like, woo, everybody. I just blew some shit up. Oh, that's not cool. I don't have time for that shit. Dude, fuck yeah, they do. I had no fucking idea. I was like, we're all going to have cupcakes. no, we're going to blow this motherfucker up. Like, holy shit. I really had no idea. I didn't get the memo. Goddamn. But I was like 20 and I'm from Alaska. So it was like, I didn't really have, a whole lot of options. I didn't really know any better. But it was not as fun as I'd originally hoped. Now, see, that's just it. That's fucking, I don't know if I would allow that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you fuckers can't take care of yourselves, I'm not going to let 100,000 of you get together and walk down the busiest street in the fucking town just flipping over cars and shit. That's crazy. That's crazy. If I was the mayor, I'd have to be like, hey, I'm sorry, Chicagoans, you guys are going to have to get in the line, okay? And we'll do this professionally. Fucking no more fires, no more shit. I mean, it's not Chicago either. It's like fucking LA, fucking any of them. You see any of these goddamn big cities fucking win some shit and they fucking blow up, buddy. There's some shit like, what the fuck? The Chicago Cubs. Fucking A. When they won the World Series, that must have been some crazy shit, huh? I couldn't even imagine. They hadn't won the World Series in like 1,000 years. And then they won the World Series, and then everybody was like, God damn, we got to lose our shit. It's been 1,000 years since we lost our shit. Oh, no shit, huh? Because the goddamn team would be able to just bunch around and, oh my fucking God. And hockey's the friendliest game there is. Fucking holy shit. That's got to be fun as hell. Oh, man, fuck that. See, I don't drink. I know it may seem odd, but I do not ingest alcohol. And it's not like it's a religious thing or something. I really don't like the way it feels. I don't like being inebriated. It's not enjoyable to me on any level. It fogs up my mind a little bit, and I do not appreciate it. So that being said, I don't go to bars. I don't go to clubs. I don't drink alcohol. I don't go to a lot of big events. I do not handle drunken people quite well. I do not appreciate it. If you would like to get stupid and get drunk, please do so in your own home. So other people don't have to deal with you. And as such, generally when you get drunk, you're going to get mean and you're going to start smacking around your old lady and kids. And if I find out about it, I'm going to smack you in the head with a ball-peen hammer. So, alcohol is kind of stupid. I'm not a big fan of it. It is what it is. Just one of those things, I'm not... I work security. I've worked security a lot. Big fan of security. I'm a very secure fucking guy. And I have found, for the most part, once you introduce alcohol to a situation, the situation no longer becomes sensible on almost any level. I've seen this happen multiple occasions to a multitude of different people, some of whom I thought alcohol shouldn't affect in that manner. Some of whom I've seen people literally die because of alcohol. Yeah, like quite literally, like fucking dumbass drunk walk into the road and get hit by a car. Yeah, good times. Dumb enough and drunk enough to just stumble into a street and get hit by a car. Yeah. Not a big fan of it. That being said, though, I love going to the bars and shooting pool. That's me. Love it. But I don't drink. Never have drank. So I've never actually been part of a large drunken situation like that. As soon as a lot of people tend to start drinking rather heavily, I tend to leave a situation. When people begin to ingest alcohol, they stop listening quite as well. They overreact. It's hard to have content. Not content. It's hard to have meaningful, intelligent conversations. Like, I can't express my knowledge to you in a manner that you are understanding, regardless of the situation. Like, if I bump into you in a bar because somebody bumped into me, you're not going to wait for me to say, oh, I'm sorry, I bumped into you, I apologize. You're going to turn around and you're going to say something stupid. Now, I don't appreciate it when people say stupid things to me, and I don't drink. Well, one of the main things that alcohol does is it lowers your response time. It lowers your response time, and it makes your judgment a little bit more poor. Now, a lowered response time and poor judgment are one things that will get you into a situation you do not want to be in. This has happened to multiple people. To me sometimes. People tend to walk up to me in bars and say things that they shouldn't say. And I respond in the only way that I respond, which is quite poorly. And then they respond in a way that causes me to become agitated and aggressive. And it just doesn't ever go well. So I try to not go to bars very often. And these large events, it tends to force me to question the intelligence of most of the people attending the events. It doesn't. I mean, I could see a couple people having a couple beers and calming down a little bit. Now, once you run into the guy that's like, it's fucking party and chugging a fifth and shit, he's a pointless human being. And it just goes on from there. I mean, if it's your wedding, it's your anniversary, it's your motherfucking birthday, that's fine. It's fine. Party, get some. You know what I'm saying? Have a couple drinks, go home, get drunk, and pass out. Perfect. I don't want to hear about it. I don't care. If it's your birthday and you were intelligent and nice, I might buy you a present. But if it's your birthday and you're drunk and you walk up to me slobbering, say, you should buy me a drink. Say, you should suck my dick. But then it gets downhill. I don't know why it goes downhill so fast after that. It is what it is. But that's just me. Don't really need to share that with you folks. But yeah, I'm not a drinker. I don't drink. Of course, I don't have friends either. So there is that. You never know. That being said, it is kind of cold. Hey, there's Joel. How's it going, Joel? Nice to see you, my friend. Hell yeah. There's Joel. I think Joel might have actually been the one that asked about my welding cap. Was that you, Joel? You asked about welding cap? Happy Halloween is a fact. It is actually Halloween. Timmy's here. He's getting all dressed up. Yeah, Timmy. I wear it for my hard hat. It keeps my hard hat on. Makes it so my hard hat doesn't fall off. And plus, whenever you do hazardous material remediation, a lot of times you wear Tyvek suits, respirator shit, a bunch of shit, you know what I'm saying? And that tends to absorb the sweat and keep it from trickling down into your eyes whenever you're fucking knee deep in fucking shit and you've got a fucking respirator full cover on. You don't get sweat up in your face so much and shit. It is what it is, man. Like I said, I'm certified hazardous material remediation, removal, and containment specialist. So that's fun. I tend to do that kind of shit. So I tend to have equipment that does that kind of shit. But that's just a hard hat, and it's a welding cap. I also weld. Welding caps are designed specifically with that little flap to cover up your ear and shit. A lot of people may not know that. This is a welding cap, also known as a welding beanie. As you can see, the brim does not stick out to the front. whenever you put on a welding cap, if you put it on like a normal hat, you've got a brim right over your thing. Well, the brim is not actually made to shade your eyes. The brim is specifically designed so that you can turn your hat to the side and you can weld like this, and it completely covers your ear and part of your goddamn side of your head. You put it on backwards like this, and it keeps any kind of slag when you're welding overhead. It keeps it from falling down the back of your shirt. Yeah. These fucking things are pretty handy. They're designed for specific use. Oh, well, that's kind of easy. I mean, there's really only one. Lincoln. I mean, Lincoln. Like Ford, only it's a Lincoln. They've got great. Their buzz boxes, their wire feeds, fucking everything. We got a shop one. We got a shop one. We got an old fucking 70s stick feed. We got a fucking MIG TIG arc. Fucking yeah, Lincoln's the way to go. I don't know. Just, I mean, if you can afford to put a couple extra bucks in, grab a Lincoln welder. That's all there is to it. Are we smoking dope or what? Lincoln welder. Oh, my favorite kind of welder's a good one. Ha! Right? Right? You know what I'm saying? That's all right. Oh, buy the fucking buy, people. Today is Thursday. As such, it is Thursday night football tonight. There will be Thursday night football tonight. They made some kind of a contract with Amazon to where if you have Amazon Prime, now you can watch Thursday night football for free on Amazon Prime. Lincoln is a company that makes all kinds of welders. They make MIG TIG tables. They make wire feeds. They make stick. They make arc welders. They make everything. Hold on a minute. Lincoln Welders. Fucking piece of shit. There we go. All right. Lincoln Welding Equipment. Lincoln Electric. There you go. Yeah, Google Lincoln Electric. It'll pop right up. Yeah, see, that's Lincoln Electric. They got the red bar and the black bar. It's Lincoln and then Electric. It's got the. Once you see the logo, if you know welders, you'll recognize it. They make everything. They make fucking. They're the industrial welding company. I'm pretty sure. I think they're the industrial welding company. That's what they do. I gotta clean this motherfucker. This thing's filthy. It's cold as shit out here, so this motherfucker's like concrete. I just flipped my goddamn shit somewhere. That fucking sucks. It's cold out here, so this stuff is hard as fucking hard as a rock. It comes off of there, and then you try to fucking get it to go on the thing. Pain in my ass. What's your favorite kind of welder there, Jingles? I'm assuming by kind of welder you mean brand, right? Generally, if you look at back at the old ones, they've got old arc welders too. Stick welding. That's we've got one from the 70s. It's stick welder. It works great. Works just fine. I generally burn the big stick for the thicker steel. Building up grater blades, dozer blades, putting wear lines on them. Anyway, we never do any fucking aluminum or anything like that, as we only work on steel. And iron. Fucking, you gotta separate the two, you fucking dumbass. We only work on steel and iron. Yeah, I love stick welding, man. That's the best. That's the best kind. It's one of the hardest to get really good, but it's cool. The hardest part is switching sticks. I mean, because once you're 3/4 of the way through your stick, and you're just fucking sitting there and it's just laying. I mean, it's just fucking laying. Bop, 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 bop. Stacking dimes, that shit, right? And then you got to fucking throw another stick on that bitch and then start again. When you got your shit going, and then you got to fucking get the stick and get another one and fucking kind of a dick fucking thing. But it makes a bitchin' weld, man. It makes a bitchin' weld. Hey, Snuggles, quite well, man. Thanks for asking. I appreciate it. Apparently, I started talking about welding with Jingles here, and everybody decided they didn't want to fucking hear about that, and they left. And that's fine. I've been on here for fucking 45 minutes almost anyway. I'm doing a dab. You guys have a wonderful day. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get the kids up and get the kids ready for school. Schools here in Washington State don't allow any costumes, any decoration, nothing that says Halloween because it could offend somebody's sensitive, little tiny, delicate sensitivities. And as such, the whole world would end if somebody's feelings got hurt. So, oh, yeah, see, I don't do aluminum welding. I got a guy that does aluminum welding for free. So that's why I use him. He knows what the fuck he's doing. I do shit for him. He does shit for me. It's the best way to go. Yeah, aluminum welding is just not my gig. I've never done it, never tried. Don't have nothing that I want to. I don't have that much aluminum shit, so there's just no real. Well, of course. Yeah, here in Washington State, the schools don't let you celebrate any of the holidays. Fucking Gestapo fucking bullshit with this fucking school district here. It's crazy. Why they think it'd be so bad to have fucking kids celebrate fucking Halloween, I have no idea. It's not like they've got some good reasons. It's not like they can. Oh, yeah, the goddamn. Yeah, I fucking did that shit. I did that shit for a while. I used to put 3 going out like this. You know what I'm saying? Then just, you know what I'm saying? Then you can use like 1 or 2 or 3 sticks at once. So you just got to fucking go back the other end and you just fucking, you know what I'm saying? I fucking forgot to pull the diodes off one of my fucking shit, dude. I was fucking welding. And that fucking thing, because you're not looking at the end of your dick over here because you can't really see it because of your fucking shades, you know what I'm saying? Fucking it touched some shit. Bang! Fucking welded the goddamn rod right to the fucking, it was like a fucking, was like a hydraulic motherfucking, it was like a hydraulic fucking rod, man. I was fucking, Oh, what the fuck is that shit called? It was a hydraulic ram. I got the fucking tip of the goddamn diode stuck to a goddamn hydraulic ram on the fucking loader whenever I was doing the blade. It was fucked up. Okay, it was fucked up. I don't smoke blunts. I really can't stand them. I can't stand blunts. I really can't. Matter of fact, I got a sign over here somewhere. You got to pay him $50 to even roll a fucking blunt. I don't like them. But joints, I like joints. Joints are cool. I got a lot of joints. I even got these fucking nasty ass high hemp fucking organic blunt wraps with CBD infused fucking shit. I review some products and I try different things, but for the most part, I'm not a big fan. That's basically not a big fan. I do a lot of concentrates. Awesome. All right. Well, it is 7 a.m. and I've been on here for 46 minutes for no reason at all. I want to tell you guys I do appreciate you tuning in and watching. Thank you guys so much. It is Halloween. I do believe I may do a little bit of a special Halloween thing this evening. May tune in, do a little bit of a live, doing some dabs, smoking some dope. Snuggles, I am gonna branch out a little bit, and I got some flour, and I mean I got a bunch of fucking bongs and rigs and fucking flower devices and shit like that. And I really should smoke more flower, but it's really heavy on my lungs. I know that sounds weird, taking big fucking dabs, but it's a lot. I run sometimes. I know this seems weird, but I'm actually a semi-physical person, and not just in the sack. You know what I'm saying? But I run. I got 4 kids, and like I try to outrun them all, like distance and everything, like good steady pace, and like jog for a mile, 2 miles, 3 miles. And it's really heavy on the chest. I stopped smoking cigarettes a few years ago before I started having kids, and then I really cut down on my flour. Just because it was real heavy on the chest, you know what I'm saying? And it was making cough up shit in the mornings. Well, then I decided that I started dabbing, and dabbing gets all the effect without a lot of the carcinogens and shit, a lot of the plant matter that you're burning up. So I don't really mind hash so much. Hash isn't too bad. You can do a hit or two of hash and you're good. Whereas if you got to smoke 3 or 4 bong bowls, that's a lot of heavy fucking thick ass yellow smoke that you're just inhaling into your lungs. And when you turn around and go to sprint for about a half mile, you're going to be coughing up some nasty shit. So I don't do much flour. Just a personal choice. I'm not saying dabs are healthier. I'm saying that my lungs don't feel dabs as much as they feel everything else, because all I do is, like right there, I did 3 dabs maybe this morning for an hour. If I was sitting here smoking weed, I'd probably load of 3 bowls. That's like 6 big hits per bowl. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Just it is what it is. But that being said, there's a little bit of an insight into my brain. You guys have an absolutely wonderful day. Thank you so much for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you guys a little bit later on my other channel, C&C Connoisseurs Cannabis Knowledge. Make sure you go over there, subscribe to that, and look forward to me a little bit later here. I'm doing a little bit of a Halloween thing. I might even have a bit of a costume on. That being said, you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is John with C&C Connoisseurs. Peace.